Hey there everyone, I'm D.
I'm R.
And together we are DJR Union. Now we're moving on to green Bleach. That's right, Bleach in the green category.
In green.
And this is where we will see my favorite Bleach character of all time. And this isn't him, by the way. This is not my favorite Bleach character.
He is not. It could have been, but it's definitely not.
Yeah. He has Nullify Impact. And that's all we needed to say, because we've seen the Nullify Impact in the last video and in the video before. We've talked about how useful Nullify Impact is, so really good card. Yeah,
really nothing else to say other than to say, hey, Nullify Impact, let's keep it pushing.
Alright, Nanao Issei. Here we are, a 1-1. Return one other character on your field with one or less required energy to the hand, and if you can't, then you return this to your hand.
So, bounce back, 1 energy, get 2 energy. You already know, pretty decent. Nothing more that needs to be said.
Moving on to Jushiro Ukitake. Here we are, we have a character where he can switch to resting on the main phase once per turn, and he will get that extra energy generation to the end of turn, but just like him in his sickness and how sick he is,
he just dies.
How is he sick?
I don't know.
He's already dead. How is he sick?
That's a good question. Maybe he's just eternally ill.
He probably died ill and just had to spend the rest of his life, his rest of eternity ill.
Yeah, he's just so sick when he was alive. That
it just carried over in death.
Yeah.
Don't worry, honey. When you get to the afterlife, you won't ever feel sick again. Really?
Really?
Yes. Dies.
What the
Yachiru Unohana just popped off randomly.
Just popped off.
Just popped off. Like
off.
literally left field popped up into our She's a raid character. 6 energy, 1 action, 4k BP.
I mean, she does cost a lot, quite a bit. So let's hope the swing plate ability makes up for it.
So when you play her, you get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck to reveal up to 1 character card with the 13 Court Guard Squad's affinity and 4 or less required energy among them and add it to your hand. Then you get to place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. Then you get to reduce the AP cost of your next character card with 4 or less required energy to use from your hand this turn by 1.
So that's honestly pretty good.
That is insanely good, actually.
Because we know, give and take, the average raid character is a 4 energy cost, and they normally are 1 action. So by playing Unohana, you can literally go into a raid character for free.
Yes, literally, since it reduces any AP cost by 1, it doesn't say it has to be a minimum of 1. It just says you reduce it by 1 for this turn. So what is 1 minus 1?
I think that's 0.
If you guys did not get that in the comments, I'm highly disappointed in you for not knowing what 1 minus 1 is. Maybe go back to school a little bit, you know.
What are y'all doing? Go home. Get some help.
Anyways, here we got the fodder for it. Retsu Unohana. As we know, she will raid into Yachiru Unohana.
She had us all fooled. She had us all fooled, bro. We all thought that she would just, go happy little medical mommy that likes to take care of us, but no, we were lied to.
2 and 1 when played, draw a card. Very simple. Simple.
As we can see now that she has some messed up stuff going on with her real quick. All right.
But yeah, the card draw is really good. You're gonna definitely want to put that in your deck.
Bro, who's this ugly mofo wannabe, bro?
You don't know who Rojiro Otoribashi is?
I mean, I know who he is. Doesn't mean he was good.
I don't remember him, if I'm honest.
He was the what are they called? The Visors?
That's right. You're right. Pretty much if there's a yellow or purple card, you can reduce his energy by 1 when he's in your hand.
So he's a racist. Gotcha.
So here we got Shunsui Kyoraku, and he has damage 2. That's it. 3 energy, 1 action, damage 2, and he provides 2 energy for you. Izuru Kita. When he's active, he gets green energy.
It's a card.
Yachiru.
We all know her.
When Yachiru is played, you can choose up to 1 Kenpachi Zaraki card on your field and switch to active. That's going to be strong. You have your Kenpachi, you set him out onto resting on your front line. You play her right behind him. He is now active and ready to attack.
Yeah, he's ready. He's messing things up.
He is definitely going to be doing some serious work because of Yachiru.
Exactly.
So Isane Kotetsu, when this person is played, you get to choose up to one other character on your field and it gets 1k BP until the end of turn. Sajin Komamura. He has Step, which is a really good ability, especially with the ability of generating 2 energy. Step is going to be very useful, and the fact that he has 3k plus BP, where he can choose up to one 13 Court Guard squad affinity card on your field, and it will gain 500 BP to the end of turn. And it says 1, not one other, 1.
Yeah,
so he can even choose himself. So you have a 3500 BP character in the front line, and then on your movement phase, you can step him back to the energy line to help you provide even more energy.
So better than the 3 cost, the 3 energy Renji in purple.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
significantly
crazy.
better.
Chojuro Tadaoki Sasakibe.
Rest in peace.
Speaking of rest in peace, huh? Place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. Once per turn, it gains 2 energy generation until the end of turn.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Yeah, you have 1. He gains 2 extra when you place a card from your hand to your sideline. He will produce 3 energy once per turn, every turn. Kenpachi Zaraki. This character is not affected by BP reducing abilities.
Hey, yo, what the?
And during your turn, he gains 1k BP. Kenpachi Zaraki has been a menace since day 1 in Bleach. And he stays a menace in day 455,932 in a card game.
He stays a menace. He says, oh, we have this one card that gets weaker. Nah, I get stronger when you're attacking.
Dang, is that Byakuya Kuchiki? Did he just raid himself in? Too bad I'm not afraid of this dude. Reduce my BP by 1,000. Oh wait, you can't. Use your Senbanzakura Kagayoshi and reduce it by even more. Oh wait, you can't. Kenpachi just shows up and shows out.
Yeah.
He's gonna pop out and show. And here we are with a different Kenpachi Zaraki, also with 4 energy, but this one has 2 action.
You better be good.
Alright, let's see. This card cannot be played onto or moved to your energy line.
So it has to be front line.
And that actually helps a little bit when dealing with... I'm not gonna get too far ahead of myself, but there is a Hisoka card that can force cards into the energy line in the Hunter x Hunter set. So this Kenpachi will not be a victim of that ability. So on top of that, he has Impact 1.
Okay.
Pretty basic, standard, straightforward. However, when he is played, you get to choose up to 1 character with 2k or less BP on your opponent's front line and kill it. Or if you have 6 or more 13 Court Guard squad affinity cards on your field, it's 4k or less BP instead.
Which is, and I'm gonna tell you why this is not bad. Because Urahara exists in this archetype.
Yeah, he's 4, so you can reduce him by 1 action point to make him a 4/1 action.
Exactly. So Urahara playing Urahara in the deck makes Kenpachi Zaraki that much more of a threat.
Yeah, and I was already looking at Kenpachi like he's a menace, but thinking about Unohana with him, this is going to be some serious teamwork that's going to be working together. I'm excited to make my 13 Court Guard squad deck.
Exactly. This is gonna be surreal.
So Shuhei Hisagi, 1 energy, 1 action. When he attacks, you get to draw a card and place a card from your hand into your sideline.
So he cycles through the deck, so pretty average. He's good for 1 energy, 1 action. He's not Udio Ishida for 0 energy, but he's okay. For green, it's a good second.
Is my favorite character. I love him so much. Bro, but he's just so cool, bro. I love him. So here's my boy, Toshiro Hitsugaya. So Toshiro Hitsugaya, 2 energy, 1 action. If there's 6 or more other 13 Court Guard squad affinity cards on your field, he gets 500 BP, putting him at 3,500. It's not crazy, but for 2 energy character, it's pretty decent. The only problem is that you're not gonna have 6 or more other 13 Court Guard squads in the early game to make him a bigger threat in early game.
Exactly. It looks like he's more late game than anything.
Then we have his signed card.
I'll let you take it from here.
Okay, so 4 energy, 1 action, 4 KBP, provides 1 energy and energy generation, but we don't need to worry about that because what we're going to be talking about is his raid ability. Now, a lot of people got confused with these brackets to the point where Union Arena had to bring out a little thing that explained how the brackets work. But thankfully, I'm able to break it down for you guys in case you don't know what the bracket thing is. It says choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line and switch it to resting it, and then it just ends. However, down here it says they instead, right? What you're going to be doing is if it meets this condition of 6 or more other 13 Court Guard Squad affinity characters on your field, then this bracket is going to be replaced with the brackets up here saying they will remain. So pretty much, normally you choose 1 character on your opponent's front line, switch it to resting, and it remains set to resting until the end of their next attack phase. Meaning that not only do you rest their character, but they do not untap until the end of their turn. If you control 6 or more 13 Court Guard squads, then you pick not only that 1 character that you chose on the front line, but all characters on your opponent's energy line as well will become rested, and they cannot stand themselves back up until the end of their turn, meaning that now during their movement phase, they are not able to move their energy line characters forward to now have attackers to help them attack. They have to sit there and just suffer. And it's a great way to freeze your opponents in place. So next up we got Momo Hinamori, Shinji Hirako.
Shinji.
When he is played, you get to choose up to 1 13 Court Guard Squad affinity card on your field, and it gains Impact +1. That's right. Impact +1 increases impact damage by 1. So if you have a character with Impact 1 on the field, and you give them the +1 ability, what happens when they win a battle? They do not do 1 damage to the enemy. They instead do 2.
2 damage.
On a 1 battle. Now remember, you have to win the battle for that effect to activate. You can't just let the attack go through and do 2 damage. You have to win a fight with an opponent, so odds are they're not going to block whatever character has impact.
But it's still free damage you're getting through.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And if they don't have impact, they will get impact until the end of the turn.
Exactly. Plus, Shinji is 2 energy, 3k beater, which is pretty good on top of his when played effect. Ikaku Morami. So he's another Orihime, double block.
From the super pre-release deck, if you've seen it, or you have seen it, Orihime has double block. He is just that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Nothing else.
But if you see something back here, the funny thing is that this art actually perfectly correlates with this art. See, it's literally them back to back. So it's.
I did not notice that up to now. You know what's even more sweet?
Is it Rangiku Matsumoto?
It's definitely Rangiku Matsumoto. And
how about we talk about her second art though?
Oh. Listen. This game. Who are we fooling? This game is not PG-13.
I am a big fan of this game.
I'm a big fan of this game.
I'm also a big fan of this right here, the step ability.
Yeah, the step ability is super good at 0 energy step. At 2k BP is very good.
Yeah, so, let's really talk about the 2k BP that she has.
Yeah, the 2k BP that she has. Like 2k BP with step, you really can't go wrong with you can't go wrong with this.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Rangiku Moto.
Yeah, Rangiku Matsumoto is definitely a force to be reckoned with.
So we have Kensei Muguruma, another 13 Court Guard Squad, and when he attacks, he will gain 1k BP until the end of turn, putting him at 3,500 BP. Not a bad amount, especially considering he is a 2 energy, 1 action. That's a pretty good thing to get for an early game character. 3,500 out there. Not bad.
Not bad, just not great either, so pretty okay.
Let's talk about Shigekuni Yamamoto now.
Yamamoto.
This card is also treated as Shingekuni Genryusai Yamamoto. And if there are no other characters on your front line, if he is by himself, he gets 1k BP, putting him at 3k as a 1 energy, 1 action character.
3k, 1 energy, 1 action. Pretty good early game.
Very good early game. Pretty much, if you are going second, you can get him out on that turn.
on that turn and start swinging.
Yeah. It's going to be really good. Now let's talk about Shingekuni Genryusai Yamamoto. This character generates energy even if he is on your front line.
Bruh.
So this one energy will matter if he's on the front line, which is pretty much the only place you should be playing him because you have that much more energy for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, during your turn, your opponent's characters that lose to this character in battle are then placed in the removal area instead of being sidelined. You permakill them, meaning that no sideline manipulation can help them get that character back or even benefit them in the case of Bleach Purple. Shigekuni is a complete anti-sideline character. He hates the sideline, he hates being dead, and in fact, he wishes that he was dead. Not dead, but dead.
Dead. Just like his Bankai is what it does. It makes people dead.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Now let's talk about Shigekuni Jinryusai Yamamoto. So I was wrong. It's not 7k BP, but it's 5k BP, 7 energy. Does he have art? I think he has a full art, a borderless. He does. That's a nice borderless, actually. I like the little zoom in on him. So Shigekuni Jinryusai Yamamoto is a raid character here. 7 energy, 1 action.
7 energy.
He has impact. Basic. Very basic. However, his wind plate ability, you get to choose any number of 13 Court Guard Squad affinity characters on your energy line, and you move them to the front line.
Move them to the front line. He's raiding you. And I mean, he's raiding you.
Exactly. And not only that, but when he attacks, every single other 13 Court Guard Squad affinity card on your field gets 2k BP until the end of turn.
That's kind of dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
That's very dangerous.
Shigekuni Jinryusai Yamamoto is a character that is going to finish your games.
If you allow this character to get to the field,
give up.
Yeah, just
because you lost. You made a huge error in your judgment and you let him get out.
Yeah.
If I were to make this deck, I would run 2 of him. Simply because one is to get some good damage out. The second one is to finish up what the first one couldn't do.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
Yeah, you're not he is broken.
And then you also have to think about it this other way. Let's say, hypothetically, you have the other Yamamoto, the Shigekuni Yamamoto, the one where when he attacks, or when he's on the front line by himself, he gets an extra 1k BP. Let's say, hypothetically, you let an attack go through, and you hit this, and you just somehow have 7 energy and raid him. When he's played, you get to choose any number of 13 Court Guard squads in your energy and move them to the front line. You just built up your defense on their attack phase so they can't kill anyone, and on your next attack phase, you now have a huge advantage because you get to increase all their BP by 2k.
Yeah, so he literally becomes a game changer. Like, you don't need final when you have him.
Legit. If you get him on your turn, you win. If you get him on the enemy's turn, you win.
What is it that Gojo says?
Nah, I'd win. Alright, and here you get the green sight. It is the Soul Society. When it is played, you draw a card.
Pretty average.
It's 2 energy. It's good because of it generating 2 energy, but the draw card, it's pretty average. Most green cards have when play draw card, and unfortunately that's all this card does. For now, I'd say probably run 2, just for the sake of getting the card draw and the 2 energy, but
exactly.
I can't warrant like 3 or 4 right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And here we are with the event card 13 Court Guard Squads. You get to look at the top 4 cards of your deck and reveal up to 2 13 Court Guard Squad affinity cards among them and add them to your hand, and then you would replace the rest onto the bottom of your deck in any order.
So to me, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially in a deck that's based around playing multiple 13 Court Guard squads. Mm-hmm. At its best, it's a 2 energy, 1 action, draw 2. At its worst, it's a 2 energy, 1 action, dig 4 cards. Overall, pretty solid card. I could definitely see this being played as a 4 of.
Yeah, especially considering the amount of, like, you make it a strict 13 Court Guard squad deck, you are definitely going to be running into those 13 Court Guard Squad characters. And at that point, you're probably going to be fishing for Unohana, Kenpachi, Yamamoto, or Toshiro. And it's a wrap after you get like one of those 4 in your hand.
It's definitely going to be crazy.
If you can fish out a Yamamoto with this, it's over. So yeah, running 4 of this, really good. My boy Toshiro has an event card, Daiguren Hyorimaru. You get to choose one character on your opponent's frontline with 5k or less BP, and you switch it to resting, and it remains set to resting the next time it would be switched to active. However, if Toshiro is on the field, you kill it instead. 4 energy, 1 action, easy 5k or less BP targeting, and the reason why this card I would run so much of it is because of the fact that not only do you get to target a 5k or less BP whether he's on the field or not, but you switch it to resting and make it utterly useless for the entirety of your turn and their turn. And at that point, you essentially sidelined it without sidelining it, and the only way they can make use of that spot that they have on their field is if they were to remove it entirely from the game. So it's not a bad card to have.
Not a bad card to have. Pretty strong card. I admit it, it's basically stronger than Getsuga.
For 3 energy and 1 action, all 13 Court Guard Squad affinity cards on your field get 1k BP until the end of turn.
And you draw a card.
So, like I said with Yamamoto, when he attacks, every other gets 2k. But this gives them all 1k on top of that. So that means every other card would get a total of 3k boost. You can put a 1k 13 Court Guard Squad character on the field, and they will be a threat after a Captain Coat and Yamamoto. You also get to draw a card.
Yeah, so more digging into your deck.
Really good card. I'm putting 4 of this in my deck. Squad Funeral.
I wonder who's dying.
You.
Definitely not me.
So for 1 energy, 1 action, I can place 1 character card from my sideline into my removal area to draw 2 cards. Again, this is probably the best card draw for the greens, especially in the Bleach set.
Oh yeah.
You get to get rid of a character that essentially will have no use to you past this point, because sideline is literally useless for green. And after putting in the removal area, you just get 2 cards. That's it. You don't have to sideline any of them. You just get 2 cards off of that, which is really good.
Basically, you're pot of green.
So, Yamamoto, he's already strong, right? Shigekuni Ginryusai Yamamoto, right? Here's Tenji Kaijin. For 4 energy and 1 action, I get to choose a character with 3k or less BP on my opponent's front line and sideline it. And if Shigekuni Ginryusai Yamamoto's on the field, it's 5k or less BP instead. Basically, it is Getsuga Tensho, but for Shigekuni Ginryusai Yamamoto. And here we go, the Bankai. The one with my boy Toshiro on it. Get to choose 2 AP cards, switch them to active.
This man likes his Bankais. And
that is actually the last of the green cards. So, we flew through that pretty quickly too, as well. Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. Guys, little flow of introducing what cards are going to be in the Bleach set as a whole. So, as always, I'm pretty excited for getting my hands on this box and opening it up for y'all in the coming future and just seeing what it is that we pull.
Yep, stay tuned because October 4th the set drops, so we will be opening them that night. If things go well, I can get it up and running for you guys the following day, and that's all I have to say because if we get enough of these green cards, I'm making my Toshiro deck and I'm running with it.
And same here. If I get the Bleach purple, we're running Bleach purple. And if we get some yellow, we'll run some yellow.
Oh, I'm definitely running yellow. I really want to run some control. I really do. You don't understand.
Yes, sir.
Now, I guess overall in Bleach, I am the most excited for the green set. Like I just said, I would be running a green set and running with it. And I know you're most excited for the purple set. My most anticipated card to pull is definitely going to be the signed Toshiro Hitsugaya card. Mm-hmm. And if I don't get him, I'll probably want to go for this alt art version of Toshiro. Because this card looks really sick. It's a really good looking card. I would not be mad if I pulled this and not the signed card. But I'm telling you, I get that signed card and it's over.
It's over.
That's GG's.
There's nothing left to be said. It's all in, all or nothing. It's already, we've already spoken into existence. It's getting good.
On God.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ar, tell me, what's your most anticipated pull?
My most anticipated pull out of the green, specifically Urahana, you know?
Uruhana, yes, that's a good card actually.
Yeah, I definitely would like to pull Urahana, and seeing what she can do. You know, she got some stuff up her sleeve. You know, so yeah, that's who I'm hyped for. I guess we'll see coming forward and what will bring when the sets arrive.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that being said, I've been D,
and I've been R,
and we have been DJR
Union.